Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TNXP. We'll take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I let you this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a little bit easier to see. Now, as far as summarizing this in a nutshell, I would say pump and dump on thin ice. Now, before you go, what are you talking about? I'm not talking about the company. So I'm not saying pump and dump in the sense of this company's being run out of somebody's basement in Mongolia. I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about strictly the price action. And my definition of a price action pump and dump is price makes a very impressive move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price is right back to where it started, if not lower. So let's first establish that. Where did this all start? Well, essentially the price needed to break up above that level right here at the 440 mark in order to get a breakout started. So that's where it all started. And first part of the definition, price makes a very nice move. I think we can all agree the big gap up here was quite the impressive move. But then within a relatively short amount of time, the price goes back to where it started or lower. Well, this all happened in the same day, so I think that would be a relatively short amount of time. Now, this is where the thin ice part comes in play. Did the price technically go all the way down to where it started? No, it didn't technically go down there. Is it pretty close? Yeah, it's pretty darn close. So you got to give credit where credit's due and give the bulls, potentially, because who knows, maybe the price will come down here, bounce around, and then head back up. And in that situation, well, you'd have a set of lows here, you'd have a set right there, you'd have that set down there. And if you picture each of these as stair steps, well, hey, stair steps are progressing in the upward direction. So therefore, from a big picture perspective, it would remain bullish. But any sort of closes below that area again being defined as 440, so anything like that, well, at that point in time, that's putting the price right back to where it all started. And again, by definition, that's what a pump and dump is, in my opinion. So thin ice is the fact that, all right, the price isn't quite there, but it is getting close. So we'll see what happens with it. But very interesting price action day to day. Price all over the place, obviously. So we'll see what the bulls are made of. Is the price headed back to where all this started, or are the bulls going to step back up and start to build a higher base? The higher base that I care about, as we've talked about, $4.40. So let's see what happens. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click that image right there and I will email you the guide. The guide is very short, it's to the point, and like I said, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.